The fitness industry for decades have convinced people that there is a magical fat loss diet. Carnivore, keto, vegan, low carb, slimming clubs. What if I told you they all work for the same reason? And once you understand this, fat loss becomes a lot less confusing. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name's Rob. I'm an online coach for busy dads and parents, helping them build strength, muscle, improve their nutrition, and creating healthier lifestyles around their family life. Last week, I posted a video explaining TDEE, or Total Daily Energy Expenditure, basically the calories out part of the calories in versus calories out equation. And understanding this for fat loss is absolutely paramount because so many people only focus on the calories in part, or the food and drinks that they eat, instead of understanding how their body is going to use that energy coming in throughout the day. So just as a quick reminder, the calories in part of the equation is coming from the food and drinks that we consume throughout the day. And our metabolism, in a nutshell, is the process of converting those calories into usable energy that our body will use for various functions throughout the day. These functions include BMR, or basal metabolic rate. This is simply the energy your body uses to keep you alive. Think breathing, brain function, regulating body temperature, keeping the lights on, so to speak. Then there is NEAT, or non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is energy being used for movement outside of formal exercise. Things like walking, playing with the kids, ironing your clothes, just simply walking around the house. All the little movements that add up massively over time. Then there is TEF, or thermic effect of food. This is energy your body uses to digest and process the foods that you eat. And then there is EAT. I love the acronym. Exercise activity thermogenesis. This is energy your body uses for exercise. Now, after posting this video, I had a few messages asking me what's the best diet to create a calorie deficit. And honestly, as somebody that's tried pretty much every diet under the sun over the years, I can save you a lot of confusion. There is no superior diet. Keto works, carnivore works, intermittent fasting, paleo, low carb, they all work, but for the exact same reason. They create a calorie deficit. That's it. Now, on the surface, they may look very different, but underneath it all, most diets fall into one of three categories. First, you have diets that restrict calories directly. This is where people weigh food, read food labels, and monitor food sizes to ensure that they meet a calorie deficit. Second, you have diets that restrict certain food groups. Things like keto, carnivore, vegetarian, vegan, paleo. By removing or limiting certain foods, people naturally will reduce their calorie intake without necessarily tracking every calorie. And third, you have diets that restrict timing. And intermittent fasting is the obvious choice here. Methods like 16-8, fasting for a certain period of time during the day, skipping breakfast, alternate day fasting, or even eating one meal a day all work by reducing the eating window, which often leads to people eating less calories. And of course, we have a lot of diets that combine two of those three, or even all three at once. But again, the common denominator is the calorie deficit, and that is what drives fat loss. And this is so important because people constantly argue about what is the best diet when research consistently has shown that adherence is what matters most. So the answer to the original question, which one is the best diet, is the one that you can follow consistently. Because if a diet makes you miserable, feel isolated, constantly hungry, low on energy, or obsessed with food, you're probably not going to stick to it for very long. I know people who genuinely feel amazing eating low carb or eating keto. And I also know others that wouldn't make it till lunchtime if they had to give up bread. I know some who love fasting because they like to eat bigger meals later on in the day. And I know others who struggle if they had to go more than 3 hours without eating. In fact, that used to be me. And that's why fat loss has to be individual. The goal is not to find the perfect diet. The goal is to find the diet that helps you maintain a calorie deficit whilst also enjoying your lifestyle, feeling satisfied, being able to maintain your performance, and being consistent long term, because consistency beats perfection every single time. And once someone finds an approach that is sustainable and minimally restrictive for them, fat loss stops feeling like punishment and starts to feel effortless. That's when results actually last. If this video helped clear things up for you, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what approach you find easiest to adhere to, and what diets have you tried in the past that didn't work. And if you know someone constantly jumping from one fad diet to the next, looking for that magical solution, send this video to them. It might save them a lot of frustration. See you in the next one.